Welcome to One Crack News. I want to tell everyone out there, make sure you follow Misunderstood on YouTube. She's doing a great job growing her channel, and she's being as optimistic as possible with just playing clips and trying to ask the people questions and answer your questions. So this is another video that we done together where she allowed me to come up on her panel. And she was giving her insight to the questions that the people had to answer. And I thought that my audience would want to hear it as well. So here we are.
Thank you very much.
All right. Oh, wait. No. Hang on, you guys. I'm trying to find you guys. There you are. Whoa, that was a lot. You guys keep asking me about why do I play clips and I give much commentary. I don't give much commentary during the videos because I'm not trying to influence you. I'd rather you just hear it for yourself and interpret it yourself. I have my thoughts. Now, I saw you guys comment saying that Donald Trump committed fraud and did all of these things. Donald Trump has won the popular vote and the electoral vote, the first Republican to do so within 20 years. The American people have spoken because we want protected borders. We want to make sure that our families are safe here. And as a woman of color, as you guys keep asking me in the chat, how can I support this? I want to say, how can I not? How can I not? There was a lot that was being said. Let me look at your comments before I get out of here. Long live the king. I can't scroll too far up, so if you guys want me to read something, just put it in the chat right now, and I got you. Silencing journalists, that's what we are doing. The first, he didn't silence anybody. What are you talking about? You're talking about the First Amendment. Nobody was silenced, and just because you have the freedom of speech doesn't mean that you can speak whenever you want. It's his press conference. If he doesn't want to hear you, he doesn't have to listen, especially if you're CNN. How does he not support the Constitution? That's a great question. He didn't take away anybody's freedom of speech. Okay, they can still speak. Dems are still fighting everything Trump does and continue to try to destroy this country. Dems need to get with the program, but get the hell out the way. I didn't say it. Tracy said it. Just my thought said there's nothing popular about liking a want to be dictator. Number one, how can he be a dictator when he has to answer to Congress and there is a process to having laws passed, which is why he cannot just do anything at the border, okay? He has to go to the Supreme Court. There's a lot of things, so I'm not sure how he's a dictator. And he won the popular vote, whether you like it or not. That's just that's what it's called. The gold card. I can't say I disagree, Carsano. Let people coming into this country contribute. As long as they pass certain qualifications, it's bringing money into America and helping with the economy. Some of us pay federal taxes and state taxes, and it's hard. I would like to see federal taxes go away, wouldn't you? This can only help the economy. Thank you, Angel. And I'm so sick of the race card. A lot of you like to say you're tired of hearing about race, but when it's convenient, you bring up race. So can we leave race out of it? He's the government, but there's still a process. There's still a process. That's why there's the branches of government. You still have the House and you have the Senate. Somebody talked to me about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Taylor Greene has turned on Donald Trump for a lot of reasons. I think it was very disappointing. I don't feel that it was for the American people. I feel it was self-serving. That's why I just play clips and I don't give my opinion because I give non-biased commentary. You guys have anything else for me before I go? He's not following the law. What law is he not following? Robert says, I love the president. He's awesome. Carsano says, this will not help the economy, just line people's pockets. Line people's pockets, how? And it hasn't happened yet. I do believe that it will help the economy. And I don't feel that people should just come here and not want to contribute to American lifestyle. When we go to other countries, we definitely have to try to fit in. You're so pretty, lady. Oh, Connie, I'll highlight that. Thank you. Committed war crimes that go against the Geneva Constitution. What war crimes did he commit? We don't need any more lying politicians. Tracy, I agree with that. Being popular doesn't make it right. Look at Diddy, Epstein, and Hitler. You're way off subject, just my thoughts. I'm really surprised at you. We're talking about the president, and you're talking about Diddy. Are you okay? Diddy didn't run for office. He won the popular vote, and he also won the electoral vote. People were not buying what the Biden administration was trying to. That we weren't buying it. I'm not for the 53 or 63 genders. I'm not about to get into that. I don't believe in men playing in women's sports. That doesn't make me a bad person by saying that. I should be able to say that freely. And no, this gender assignment surgery that they were trying to pass for prisoners, saying that the American people could pay for it. Isn't that what she said on the 60-minute interview, Ms. Harris? So no, those aren't things that we should pay for, and American people weren't going. Especially, we want our borders to be protected. We can't be the only country that you can freely come in and out of. Trump never said he was uneducated people. Okay, don't go, beautiful Connie. MAGAs will say it's all fake because they don't like the truth. Well, I'm not MAGA, so I can't speak for them. No, you're talking about being popular. Popular doesn't make it right. Please don't tell me what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the popular vote, and I specifically said the popular vote and the electoral vote. So that's not about being popular. My kids are popular in school. That's obviously not what I'm talking about. I like to see female Trump supporters. He does not have successful businesses. In fact, he'd be wealthier if he put his inheritance in. I'm okay. So we're going to argue his wealth. He is successful. He's a successful businessman. And if you're talking about his bankruptcies, a lot of successful people filed bankruptcy. Okay, and I'm not going to get into that conversation right now, but how can you say he's not successful? I'm only concerned about how he's doing as president right now today. So I won't get into that argument with you. The borders are protected. The borders are protected now, but they were not protected before. A lot of illegal immigrants came in under the Biden administration and under the Obama administration. And I live in California. I went to the border, and I can tell you that there were border patrol out there, but they looked the other way when people were coming into the country. I've seen it for myself. I went there to film. Greetings, tropical nomad. Never mind. Well, just my thoughts. It's never mind. Respectfully, when you are wrong, it's always never mind. But I still love you, though. I do. And of course, we'll have this conversation on your channel, so you can, you can debate me all you want to. I'm trying to keep friends, not trying to lose them. Trump has the lowest polls at this time in office. That's not true, Tammy. But I guess if you're watching CNN, you might believe that. Oh my, your supposed understanding of things is way off. But if people knew, okay, Bonnie, that's your opinion, and you're entitled to be wrong. Trump has a 12 billion net worth. Pretty sure he's successful. RT, we know that he's successful. You have some people arguing about his wealth and other people saying that he's not successful. You really can't have it both ways. He's obviously very successful, and he runs a very successful campaign. As a matter of fact, he's putting a lot of his own money into the barroom that you guys don't like to talk about, but that's another story for another day. Donald Trump uses a lot of his own money for things. The president can only use a certain amount of his own money, but he's obviously very successful. And I'm not here to preach about Donald Trump. He just happens to be the commander-in-chief right now. Are you in Cali? Why do you keep asking me where I am? I already said I was in California. Could we see your videos from the border? I don't have any problem posting and making a video about the border. Trump claimed bankruptcy once during a real estate. A lot of wealthy people claim bankruptcy. I see bankruptcy as a form of currency for certain people, but that's another subject for another day. I'm not talking about if you don't have it, but a lot of people file bankruptcy and start their businesses under different names for a lot of different reasons. So I'm not going to say he's not successful because he filed bankruptcy. I agree with you, RT. He's a fraud, just a rich kid who inherited. Okay. I was going to remove it because the curse word, but okay. So you guys like Biden? You didn't find Biden problematic? Do you guys feel that illegal immigrants should get millions in healthcare or trillions of dollars in healthcare where a lot of American people can't afford healthcare? So he will be bankrupt. So he will bankrupt the USA. He cannot bankrupt. You guys give the president too much credit. He's not in control of the finances. The president doesn't have that much power and control. I mean, we have the Federal Reserve. Are you guys forgetting all this stuff? The president does not have that much control over our finances. That's just not the way our democracy is set up. You are brainwashed. Tell me, how am I brainwashed? How am I brainwashed? Treason to ballot the farmers. Give me a break with this. All right, you guys. I never want my commentary to cause division. Trump is not going to give you a place in the House. You know it. I have my own house. Could we see heartbreak? You've already asked me that. If you go on my channel, I probably already have videos up, but I don't know if I do. Hey, Jerome. Respectfully, never mind. I can give my opinion. Just wait until text time. You can give your opinion. Just my thoughts. You're very welcome to give your opinion. Hey, Jerome. You're obviously welcome to give your opinion. I agree. You are drinking the Kool-Aid. I don't even drink Kool-Aid. I like sushi. Who gives a crap if you file 10 backups? See, I don't care. That's not wrong. What is he doing today? So you guys are disagreeing with me, but you can't really say how you're disagreeing with me. And you're more than welcome to come up and tell me, except, hang on, let me see. I can see our comments better with my phone. Don't worry, people are just stupid. Eric, they're a tough crowd, huh? People are talking about the Epstein files. The women said that Donald Trump didn't harm them. It would have come out by now. President Biden could have released the Epstein files. He didn't. But now, because Donald Trump is in office, because Donald Trump is in office, people are pushing for the Epstein files to come out. If you don't support the president, you are un-American. Oh, shoot. Where did that comment go? I've never seen your channel before, but I must say it's quite refreshing to hear somebody debate in public that is very well versed in government history. Thank you. It's good right to work. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate you and welcome. I hope that you thank you. I appreciate your comment. Live in the future. Live in the future. You're too young and unaware what it means to drink. I know what it means to drink the Kool-Aid. I'm not young and unaware. I'm very aware. I just said I don't drink Kool-Aid. Bonnie just laughed a little. It was a joke. Illegal immigrants pay. Turi, good morning. Good morning. Biden would love to have let those Epstein files out every day if Trump was in them. He would have released them. I think they're really playing with the American people, and it's anything. The only reason we have midterms coming up, and I am worried about midterms a little because I believe that people are buying into this lie that the Democrats are trying to sell. And I'm not trying to demonize Democrats, but there's a lot of things at stake with this next election. Carcino said 72% of immigrants didn't even make over $7 an hour, so they can't hurt this country. Illegal immigrants absolutely can hurt this country. It takes a toll on our healthcare system. I'm not sure, Carcino, where you got those stats from, but it absolutely can hurt. And there's a lot of children that are undocumented that gets the problem with that is they could be trafficked, they become harmed, they come under the guise as somebody's child, and we don't hear from them. So it's definitely a problem. You have to be documented. I can't just go into China anywhere that I want. I will go to prison and do hard time. So you can't come into the United States either. Okay? That's why the American people have voted for protected borders. Wait for the blue wave. They are winning. Well, you know, that's your opinion. Don't worry about the midterm we are in. Biden was the worst president of the United States. Trump has done more for this country and the world 10 months than any other president of history. The history did during their 4 terms. That's right. That white straight male. Oh, what your name? What the heck? German today never understood how it could happen with Hitler. Now their history teachers show America. So, okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. Drop the link. Oh man, I'm trying to go to bed. Okay, but just for a second, because I gotta go to bed. So I give you a thought and then I gotta go sleep. There you go. It's almost 3. I always love having you up, but I'm about to go to bed. So I'll wait for you. I don't understand why y'all believe these lies. Whew, you guys, I need to lay down. The person is so rude, you can tell who is still on the I'm rude? How am I rude? You guys been tearing me up in the chat all day. I'm not trying to be rude to you, but you definitely have to have thick skin to talk about politics because you have people that will get offended by things that you say. So I don't feel that I'm not outspoken. I didn't even know you were still here, friend. Casino's oh, there you go. Okay. I don't feel like I'm being rude. I just feel that I have a lot of people commenting and I can't really get to it all. Hey, Carsino, what's good?
Hey, I'm good. I was there. I couldn't type all that stuff in there. So I was
That's
like,
okay.
just drop the link. And then I could come up and speak. But yeah, I'll make it short. No, I was just saying
Only
that.
because I'm falling asleep and you say I got my chat beating me up right now. You guys, I love you guys. But if you're wrong, you're wrong.
But yeah,
And if
it's
you
good
come
to
at
have
me
this
crazy,
dialogue, though.
I sometimes I have, y'all just, don't let the sweet face fool you. I have to get you together.
Hey,
What's good, Carsino?
I love it. I love these discussions. This is what needs to happen in America. People, we don't talk about it enough. Everybody normally just says the things that everyone agrees with. We need to have the hard conversations. So I appreciate you giving everyone this panel and this opportunity to speak. But about what I was saying about immigration is that there's 72% of people in this country who are immigrants that are coming here. They make less than $7 an hour. So it does not affect the economy.
It does affect the economy because, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let me drink my drink and go on mute so you could talk. I'm going to drink.
No, I was just going to say it didn't affect the economy because most of those jobs that they're working are jobs that Americans do not want to work. Like farmers, that they get old, they need farm work. They hire people, they can't afford to pay minimum wage. So they're paying like $3, $4 an hour, $5 an hour for picking strawberries or milking cows, things of that nature. So that's why they come over here to work and send the money back. There are corporations that these guys like Donald Trump and all of these other rich billionaires who have these corporations, they're hiring immigrants knowing that they're illegal, and they get social security numbers and they let them get these benefits because they need them because it's less costly to their bottom line.
You're saying a lot. You're going to have to let me respond.
Okay.
Thank you. Respectfully. It's a toll on the economy. And if you're working here, not paying taxes and then sending it back to your country, you're not investing in the country that you're residing in. And when workers are paid under minimum wage, then why hire American workers when you could just hire somebody illegal? And that takes jobs away from the American people who are paying taxes, who are putting into the healthcare system, Social Security, and all those things for people that's not investing in this country to benefit from. So we're basically working for people to come here, have their babies here, and do all those things, taking care of them, and we can't even feed our own families. It's a big problem paying people under minimum wage.
Yeah, but we're not doing the job.
So I kind of feel like you're listening to respond and you're not really hearing what I'm saying.
I heard what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. That they're taking jobs away from Americans, but they're not if the Americans are not wanting to do the job.
But Americans do want to do the job, and by hiring people for a very low wage, under minimum wage, it hurts the economy and at least make them pay taxes.
Who do you know want to work for $7 an hour?
If you come from a country where you're making $2 or $3 an hour and you're working $7 an hour, but
right, that they're not getting minimum wage all over.
You chose to come into this country illegally, then you're putting yourself in a bad situation. Now, there's one thing to come here as a refugee or seeking asylum, but there is a right way to enter this country. And if you are just coming here to send the money back to your country as you're using our emergency rooms and we have to take care of you, that's a huge problem. And you're sounding very un-American right now. with some of your views. Let me shout this out real quick. Thank you so much for the super sticker. What matters is the future. I agree with you, Leon Jefferson. Thank you guys so much for your super stickers, for your subscriptions, and for liking the video. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay. So the situation is this. If the people from the the Ukraine, most of them who are going to be, and the Russians that will be buying this gold card, they come over. Do you know they send money back to their country as well?
I don't have a problem with people sending money back to their country if that's what they choose to do, as long as they're paying into this country, as long as they're paying their taxes and they're doing their fair share. I don't have a problem with that.
They are paying taxes.
We just spoke about people that aren't. The ones that's making $7 an hour that's undocumented are not paying taxes. And I'm so tired of people saying I pay taxes, I'm paying taxes, when a lot of people get refunds. I'm talking about people that's paying into state and federal taxes.
Do you know most of those jobs?
And what's interesting is how many people are fighting for the rights of illegal immigrants, but we are not even fighting for. We're just asking them to come into this country legally, do things the right way, support the country that you live in, as well as anything else. That's what we're asking for. We're not trying to take anything away from them.
Well, the thing is that they're still hiring illegals now under the Trump regime. So if Trump
is it's not under the Trump regime. They may be doing it, but we also see the police not supporting Donald Trump. We see people fighting ICE. We see a lot of things. There's apps that will tell you what ICE is. So it's not that they're like Donald Trump is allowing it. So to say that he's doing it under the Trump regime, we could talk about, we need to go back to Obama and Biden, because that's where a lot of the problems that come from in the beginning. So they're not just doing it because Donald Trump is not the one allowing them to do it. It may be being done, but to say that it's under the Trump regime is very misleading.
No, it isn't. He's the current president. He's the current
president, but these things are happening outside of him. That's why I said a lot of you are giving the president too much power and too much, oh, wow. Donald Trump obviously is trying to get rid of illegal immigrants, right? He's the one that's aggressively doing it. And he has a lot of people. He has he has mayors in freaking Chicago and Detroit trying to stop him from doing his job. So you can't blame what you need to do is blame these sanctuary cities and these liberals that feel that anybody should enter the country anywhere that they want to. And I really hate to sound biased, and I'm not biased, but I'm a very loving person. But there is a way. I'm for this country, and there's a way to come here, and there's a way not to. And you could say that, oh, this is happening under Donald Trump, as if Donald Trump is allowing it, but it's very misleading.
I mean, okay, let's say he's he's using ICE agents to get out illegal immigrants. Is all illegal immigrants minorities? Isn't there illegal Ukrainians and Russians here as well? My point is, it seems targeted. My point is that the ICE raids seem targeted.
Do you have any stats to back up what you're saying? If you come into the country undocumented and you get deported, I don't think it really matters what country you come from.
I agree. I agree that, but I'm just saying, I'm not seeing him go after Ukrainians, Russians, and other people who are here, who are immigrants and who are here illegally, who's passed their travel visa and overstayed the travel visa. I don't see him going after those people. I see the people that he's been going after have been Hispanic-based, Latinos, and things of that nature. I have not seen any other group that they have been targeting. And here in Chicago, in Chicagoland areas, the ICE agents are going into minority areas to go and get those guys and go get those people. So I have not seen any documented information on other illegal immigrants that are in this country. So are they saying all illegal immigrants are Hispanics? Is that what they're telling us?
No. To the person that called me MAGA, number one, my name is Nicole, or you could call me MU or misunderstood. I never claimed MAGA, never did. So I don't understand where you got that from, but I kind of understand. Now, Carceno, do you see a lot of Ukrainians entering the country illegally?
Yes.
I think that what's important is
they live by me. Yes. Yes. And they live by me. I'm speaking from experience.
Okay. What I'm going to tell you guys is this. I feel that anyone that comes here, anyone, no matter where you're from, there's a proper way to do it, due process. You're entitled to a trial to see if you're entitled to due process. If you cross the border, that's what the United States is all about. But there has to be that due process. And the problem is a lot of people are wanting to skip that due process. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, and I agree.
MAGA, I don't claim MAGA. I'm a conservative. I was a Republican before Donald Trump got into office. I'm a disgrace as a Black woman. George, wait a minute. I have a guest right now. I gotta let you ride with that comment. I have to let you ride.
Oh yeah, they're roasting me in the comment section.
Don't look at the chat. Just talk to me.
Worry.
I have to not look at the chat. I have to not look at the chat because I'll be defending the color of my skin. Are you trying to agree with Obama and everybody else that says that because I'm Black, I have to?
They don't say anything because the majority of the people, they can't go. They follow assimilation, so they're used to following what the masses said or what the agenda is. So the narrative is this: we're going to ride with the narrative. And it's just like the Diddy trial all over again. Whatever the narrative is, they jump on board and they just ride the train. They just ignore evidence, truth, facts, lies. They can't process it if it goes against what they've been programmed to believe. Me, I'm an independent. I go by who's the best candidate, who's doing what. I want to actually see. When I was younger, I voted like that. But now that I'm older, I want to know what you've done. I want to know what you stand for, what you're about. What are your principles? What's really going on? Not the slogans. That's how I know through all the regimes. This goes way back. They've always had illegal immigrants come here and do work because they know the American people are not going to do those, what they call tedious jobs. If they had most farmers, and that's why you see more agriculture in Florida, California, you see large influx of immigrants come in and do these jobs. Some work at these warehouse factories that are owned by these multimillionaires and billionaires who have these corporations, and they hire them. They know they're illegals. They know they're using fake social security numbers. I worked with them. They actually came in with one name, got caught. The company pays a fine if they get caught using a social security number from a family member who happens to be a citizen here, and they come over and they don't want to work, so they sit back and they just get a cut off the money for loaning out their social security number. They'll get caught. The company pays a fine and tell them they have a week or two to come back and get a new social security number. And they'll come back with a new social security number and a new name, and it's the same employee. One person, he did it like 3 times. And the company said, hey, we can't keep paying. They said, if we do it one more time, they're going to have to come in, and the EEOC got to come in here and do a full investigation. So they had it in there and they kept business as usual. The company is still thriving right now. So I've seen how it worked firsthand with them hiring illegal immigrants. And these are conservative companies. Like, these are Republican-based companies that are doing this.
I think that you have to admit that there is a certain thing called a rhino. There's a lot of people that are Republican in name only, and they do not stand for the Republican Party. They do not represent the Republican Party. And I think that you have some of it confused. And there's a lot of people that do things under the guise of being Republican to just give Republicans a bad name.
I just think that's the Republican, not the Republican, but the American way. Democrats do it also. I think it's the same thing, but I've seen that done from both sides. So for them to say these immigrants are affecting the economy and they're ruining everything, it's nonsense, because the majority of them don't even make $7 an hour.
Do you believe in upholding the law?
Sure.
So if the law says that you have to come into the country this way and there's a process, do you believe that should be followed?
Absolutely.
So if somebody does not follow it, are they breaking the law?
Yes, of this country,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. So therefore, if they break the law, do you not believe there should be consequences?
Depends on what
yes
the
or no
consequences
question.
are.
Yes or no. If they break the law, you just said that you believe in
Yes,
upholding
the
the law.
consequences, like our consequences, every country have a consequence.
But I don't care about every other country. I care about the United States. I live in the United States. I live in the United States.
Right. In the United States, what are the consequences for coming into this country illegally?
Deport them.
Exactly. So that's
so you can't cry about people getting deported if they choose to come into this country and not come.
I'm not crying about that. That's what I'm saying. You've been missing my point from the beginning. My thing is this: I'm not crying about them being here. I'm saying that both sides have allowed them to be here. The same parties and things that you're talking about, these are the people who have benefited for them being here. So if you want to take them out, cool. Take all the illegal immigrants out. If that's what you claim you want, now who's going to do those jobs? Who's going to work for $7 an hour? That's what I want to know. You don't want the illegals here.
People earning a livable wage. Pay people minimum wage, and there you have it. Pay people a livable wage.
So where the money going to come from? They can't afford it.
It sounds to me that you're trying to find reasons why we should keep people here working illegally. That's what it sounds like to me. Because you keep saying who's going to do this, who's going to do that. We already talked about having have the people in prison do them, work them.
Okay, so you're gonna just make prisoners go to farms and just do the work. Okay, then they decide to, while they're farming, because they're criminals, they break in the house, take the owner hostage, all kind of things like that.
Great. You mentioned criminals. So entering
the country. Let's take illegal criminals and put
you
them
just
on farms.
Criminals doing a job, but if you enter the country illegally, you broke the law. So these criminals are still doing the job.
No, that's different.
No, it's not different. It's not different.
You just said,
you're criminals, they're doing a job. But we just said if they enter the country illegally, they're criminals. So then I said, well, hey, have criminals do these jobs that nobody wants. Since they lose their rights once they commit these crimes and they're locked up for a certain amount of time, the hard labor, whatever. But now you're like, no, that's not going to work.
I'm just saying, if you want that to be the solution to the problem, you want to make prisoners do that, then okay, you want to make prisoners do that, then you have to deal with the consequences of what a criminal might do.
Okay, but then you have to deal with the consequences of what an illegal immigrant might do, because we do know that some of them, not all, because I'm not demonizing people that come from other countries. I love you guys. But some of them are known to commit crimes that they wouldn't commit in their own countries.
Well, some of them, and a large majority of them, are not violent. Most of them are escaping.
I didn't say that they were. I didn't say that they were.
I'm just saying it so that the person in the chat and all these other people would understand. A lot of them are not violent. A lot of them come here for a better life and try to feed their family. A lot of them have put in papers to become legal, but some of them couldn't wait because of the situation might have been dire in their country and they had to escape. They've had drug raids and a lot of things. There have been invasions in towns and people had to flee their own country because of what happened in their country. They don't want to die. See, in other situations, you don't always know the scenarios behind what is going on in another person's country. They don't live with these laws. So that's why I understand some of their plight, coming through, because most of them are trying to escape a dangerous situation.
But some people that escape violent situations, there was a lady that was on a bus. I believe she was from the Ukraine. You had a guy that came from another country, came up, sliced her neck for no reason. You had another one that was just jogging, got unalived by a person just because they felt like it. They came from another country. So we can't say that they don't commit crimes. Some do, some don't, just like anything else. But what I'm saying is, if you're talking about these jobs, there's people that can work these jobs. Oh, I've got to lay it down though. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
I got to lay it down.
All right. Well, this has been great. It's been fun. I love this. Thank you guys for having me up here. And we get to hear both sides of the coin. The guy says I'm a Democrat. I'm not a Democrat at all. I don't think I didn't vote for Kamala Harris. I didn't vote for her. I didn't vote for Trump. I voted for myself to be president of the United States.
I love it. I love it.
I actually did. I voted for myself. I said, oh no, he's not fit and she's definitely insane. So until they get a candidate up there that I can represent, I'm better off voting for myself.
I appreciate you. It's always a pleasure.
All right.
We're still friends.
Oh, I love you.
Right back at you. Appreciate you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Ooh, you guys, I would love to continue this conversation. I got to get up in like 2 hours. Thank you guys for hanging out with me.
Don't forget to follow Misunderstood. Now she's giving them a reason to arrest more black men. So, do you think Trump is a dictator? Or like y'all say, he wants to be one? Granted. I agree with the Democrats on everything except letting illegals stay here. Y'all leave my baby alone. Misunderstood. She's just misunderstood. He's a wannabe, bro. Well, no, she lets people speak her point. Speak their point. When she go live next time, y'all should pull up there and get in the panel. You know, she allowed me to come on her platform and speak. See, I can separate beauty from the BS. What'd you say? A skirt ain't gonna distract you, huh? See, you fell in love. You took your eyes off the prize, you fell in love. Mm-hmm. You don't see any raids of Ukrainians here either. I know personally Ukrainians that are here illegally. You see, the thing is that most Ukrainians and most Russians who come to this country, even in Poland, some Polacks, when they come to this country, a lot of them, they have what we call, they go by a different name. Like, we know this person, their name is Medinska because she's a female, but her brother name is Medinsky because the males take the I is more masculine and the is more feminine. So the women takes so their licenses are different. and I tolerated it. What you mean? I sat there and debated every point she made. I don't think we really had too much of an agreement on the subject. She gave her side, and I gave my side. Now the thing is, the Ukrainians, you don't see them going over there to where the Ukrainians stay and trying to shake the tree. They come here on a travel visa, and some of them don't go back home. You know why? Because a lot of them look, I won't say they look alike. And the people that are here legally on through papers, it's very easy for them to go get an ID of their brother, cousin, or whoever, and they'll just use that as the ID card to get by. They look similar. They got the blonde hair, same Slavic look, and they get by. And they just use that ID for everything if they get pulled over or whatever. Plus, they rarely get bothered unless they do something wrong. They just get looked at as an average white person. They're not coming there harassing them. ICE is walking up to groups of Mexicans asking them questions. They don't have a warrant or anything. They're just harassing people. That's not legal. It's not how you're supposed to do it. You don't see Italians. You don't see none of these people. They have a bar here. Like this place is a lot of people around here are Ukrainian, Russian, a lot of places around here. And a lot of them are not legal. But like he said, they let people come in here for labor. And then you see where it ends up in the end. But anyway, I got to get out of here and get ready for this Bears game. I got to beat the Packers truck, and we got to get down. We going to get down. So I'm going to holler at y'all later. I'm out. Hope y'all enjoyed it.